This is Coach Prime's most important recruit yet. Now, obviously, Coach Prime put the college football world on notice when he ended up flipping the #1 recruit in the class of 2022, Travis Hunter, from Florida State to end up going to Jackson State. And then the very next year, he ended up flipping the #1 corner in the country, 5-star recruit Cormani McClain, to join him at Colorado. On top of bringing in other recruits like his son Shedeur Sanders and other just high-profile transfer portal recruits, there has not been another recruit who is more important than the player we're covering today. Let me introduce you guys to 6'5", 215-pound, 4-star quarterback in the class of 2025, Antwann Hill. Antwann Hill is currently ranked as the 13th best player in Georgia and the 4th best quarterback in the class of 2025, and he has the potential to make or break Coach Prime's future in major college football. You see, while Coach Prime has been out there going and being able to pick up a ton of skill position players, bringing in some pretty talented defensive and offensive linemen, the #1 position that he has not yet established that he can recruit is a big time quarterback. Now, luckily, he's been able to lean on his absolutely stud of a son, Shedeur Sanders, to go out there and win him games and be the QB1 definitively for the Buffaloes. But whenever he ends up leaving, there's going to be a huge gap in the Colorado Buffaloes football program. And whether or not Shedeur Sanders decides to come back next year, at some point, he's got to go to the NFL. And when that happens, if Coach Prime does not have a definitive QB1 ready, it is going to be a rough time for the Colorado Buffaloes, because we can all admit a huge reason why the Buffaloes are, depending on who you're talking to, overachieving or just achieving this year is because of the success of Shedeur Sanders. But talented class of 2025 quarterback Antwann Hill was in attendance of last week's game, and here's what he had to say about his visit. Hill said, "Main takeaways were just how they are all about family there and don't just care about you on the field. They also are caring for you off the field as well. The message was that they really want me to take over the program when Shedeur Sanders leaves, so I'm just going to take that into consideration." As of right now, there are some big name schools vying for Antwann Hill's signature, like Florida State, Florida, Auburn, Georgia, Alabama, you name it. This kid is a highly coveted quarterback in the 2025 class. So let's jump into it and let's take a look and see how talented this kid is, and hopefully he ends up becoming a Colorado Buffalo. But real quick, we gotta pay some bills around here. I wanna give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, BUSR. And guys, they're hosting a massive promotion for the upcoming NBA season with a 100% deposit match up to $2,500. That is right. That means if you deposit $100 right now using the link at the top of the description, using code Sharpe Sports, you will get $200 to bet on any NBA game you want. BUSR has everything you want, from same game parlays. They have some of the best odds in the market, and they make it super easy to not only deposit but to withdraw your money super seamlessly. I've done it multiple times and literally same day or maybe next day withdrawals. Guys, BUSR is the place to go when you want to make your bets. Bet with confidence this NBA season and bet with BUSR and take full advantage of their 100% deposit match up to $2,500. Click the link in the top of the description and use code Sharpe Sports to save and to get that deposit match. All right, let's jump into it and take a look and see at, in my opinion, Coach Prime's most important target in the class of 2025 and his most important recruit that he needs to land in his entire college coaching career, Antwann Hill. Let's jump into it. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take a look and see what my guy Antwann Hill is looking like out here. Again, 6'5", 215 pounds. This kid is a absolute tank out here, and he's dropping a dime out here. Hold on a second. Where's he throwing this ball from? All right, he's at the 50. Let's call it the 42. And just threw with that on a rope. That ball had like barely any air underneath it. Oh yeah, we keeping that. Oh, he's dual threat too? Oh yeah, no, he's dual threat too. Coach Prime needs to land this kid. Hey, like I said, to me, the biggest success and the thing that's gonna really help Coach Prime out moving forward with these subsequent recruiting classes is going to be if he's able to lock down a top tier quarterback. Players, especially these younger skill position players, they want to go where they know they're going to have a quarterback to feed them the ball. As we've seen, Colorado's not a running team. They're a passing team. So you need to have a quarterback that can throw the ball around. And right now, Danny O'Neal's okay. They have another guy there, Kaysen, but I think they're going to need another quarterback. They're going to need a guy on this level of Antwann Hill's level 6'5", 215. You know he's going to be 225 when he ends up graduating from high school. This is a player that I don't care what you have to do. You need to get this player's signature. And honestly, I believe that Coach Prime can do it. I also don't think that. There hasn't been a explicit guy that Coach Prime has been going after besides Antwann Hill. I do think that Coach Prime could end up getting another top tier 4-star quarterback. I think a guy like this though, if you're able to land Antwann Hill's signature, this is a player that is really good to start putting teams on notice. You know, you're able to pull the #1 corner in back-to-back classes. That's cool. I mean, you know, hey, it's cool. You're the greatest corner of all time. It makes sense. When you start pulling quarterbacks, defensive linemen, offensive linemen from these Power 5 schools, that's where Coach Prime is really going to be shaking things out. Look at where he's placing this ball. Oh my gosh. First off, throwing this from the 15 all the way to the 40, throwing an absolute laser of a ball. Like, this kid has some unbelievable arm strength. I love how calm he is in the pocket too. He's a dual threat, but I love the fact that he's not always looking to run. He wants to stay in the pocket. He wants to make something happen. Hey, and remember, these are his sophomore year highlights. He's still playing my bad. These are his mid-season junior year highlights right now. So he still has his whole senior year to develop, get bigger, get stronger, get a little bit faster, understand defenses better. Antwann Hill is the truth out here. I mean, again, look at, he's not shorting these deep balls. Like, he's out here just throwing these on a rope. I see you, Antwann. Hey, Coach Prime, whatever you need to do, get this kid to Boulder. He's going to look good in gold and black. Hey, this is a huge recruit that Coach Prime needs to land. Again, I don't think that Colorado for these first couple years, just like any college football program, I mean, we saw what happened with Clemson when DJ didn't pan out. You need a top tier quarterback if you want to play in today's college football. And you need, I mean, Colorado, if they would have kept their quarterback from last year, or if they would have not been able to bring over Shedeur Sanders, it's not the same team. I'm letting you know that right now. You go ahead and you bring in a top tier quarterback like this, a top 5 quarterback in the class, that's going to be sending some shockwaves through Colorado and through college football in general. But I mean, he's got solid ankles. He's got solid fundamentals. I love his throwing mechanics. His feet are good. They can always get better. He's a young quarterback, but he keeps a nice wide base. His feet aren't super antsy. He's not always looking like he's trying to get up out of the pocket. And then he just has a cannon for an arm. I mean, he can just flat out throw a football. Hey, is Coach Prime going to be able to land the big signature from the big fish? We will have to find out. But in my opinion, Antwann Hill, this is a player that would look great in black and gold. And obviously, at the end of the day, these players are going to make the decision that's best suited for them, or a place where they feel like they can get the best and the most out of the program. So obviously, you know, I hope that this kid goes wherever he feels like that is. But I would love to see him at Colorado. I think that he would develop there extremely well. They have great facilities. They have a great offense that is pass first and pass focused. I think that he would develop extremely nicely there. But Coach Prime is going to have to pull out all the tricks that he's got in his recruiting bag if he wants to be able to land a signature from Antwann Hill. But I believe that he's able to do so. I want to hear from y'all. Do you think that Coach Prime is going to be able to land Antwann Hill, the 4th best quarterback in the class of 2025? I need to hear from y'all. Comment your thoughts down below. Leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications. If you ever feel lost in this world, know that Jesus Christ is always there with you, and never feel ashamed to come to him, because he's never left you. He always has been there right by your side through the ups, through the downs. He never left your side, and all he wants is just a relationship with you. Always remember that. Love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.